Hello. It says I'm live. Got my laptop. How is everyone on this fine 2 days before Halloween? How is everyone on this fine? I know the lighting ain't great, but I know you guys don't care. We're in my bedroom because my boyfriend, SP, is cooking dinner and is watching, I think, wrestling. I think it was wrestling or boxing, something on the TV downstairs. And I'm not going to interrupt. And the TV, I don't want to make him, do I need to explain? I don't need to explain. So I'm upstairs in my room. I'm sitting in front of my window with the last dying pieces from the sun, but really there's no light in here. Am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I left my glasses downstairs and I was too lazy to go down and get them. So, bear with me. Trying to read these. But enough about me. How are you all? Are we all excited? 2 days from Halloween. You see my shirt? It says October is my favorite color. No, my favorite color is October. You know who I got? I ordered this from another YouTuber. Darling Desi. I am obsessed with her channel. She puts me in such a good mood. She takes fall, autumn. She takes all the seasons very seriously. But I love the way she takes it so serious for fall, Halloween. Her videos are so, cozy. So I'll put them on while I'm doing housework. You know what I'm saying? I know nobody cares. Okay, so Kim, I want to spam you to take my money and talk to me. What? What do you mean, JT? I just remembered. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you're referring to. Yes. Very soon, JT. Yes. Hold on. I think that if I push a button or two, I can make this bigger. Definitely not that button. Okay, hold on. I don't know if it makes... It does. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh my God! Yes. Okay, great. Oh no, what am I doing? Hold on. I'm making it bigger. Oh, that didn't help. Wait a minute. Bear with me. Okay, hold on. I'm making this so I can see everybody's stuff. Okay. Yay! All right, because I don't have my glasses. I also want to say that I have put a notation that I want to go live on Halloween. Probably during the day, though. But can I say one more time? I can't stand that. Let's do our little Halloween live stream. I think I did one last year. Pretty sure I did one the year before. Or something similar, something close to Halloween. I know I want to go live on Halloween. So let's gather on Tuesday too. Okay. Did I tell you all that I bought a shirt that says Head Witch in Charge? I'll be wearing that probably. Just saying. Okay. Let's jump in. Shay Nicole. Thank you very much. Kim, just saying hi. Don't know if I'll be able to say because I'm with the fam, but love your last videos. Staying in the state as much as I can. Persisting has been so much easier. You sent me a super chat to say such a lovely message. Thank you, Shay. Thank you very much. It always... when people purchase super chats just to say something nice to me, that is not lost on me. That is so sweet and appreciative, and you don't have to spend your money on me. That was very nice. And what's the word I'm looking for? Generous of you. Thank you very much. And yes, I remember that you are on a trip visiting your family. And I am looking forward to our future chat. Just saying. And as far as you staying in the state as much as you can, good. That's all that's required. is doing it as much as you can, returning, the frequency of returning as much as you can, right? But not at perfection levels. We never have to be perfect. So well done. Well done on you. Thank you so much. Kisa, thank you very much. Hi, Miss Kimberly. Isn't it possible to make a celeb SP and how to take off the lenses of celebrity in my eyes? Wait a minute. Isn't it possible? Sorry. Isn't it possible to make a celeb SP and how to take off the lenses of celebrity in my eyes? Do you mean, isn't it possible to manifest a celebrity SP? Is that what you're asking me? I love your video so much. Well, Kisa, thank you so much. I think that's what you're asking me. But if I'm not picking up what you're putting down, could you clarify? I think you're just asking me that take off the lenses of celebrity in my eyes. I think what you're asking me is by seeing your celebrity as just a, regular peep, just like you and me are, taking that title of celebrity off of them, does that make it easier to manifest them? I think that's what you're asking me. And if not, please clarify. And if that is the question, yes. Yes. For what it's worth. Yes. I do have someone, I already have a video of someone manifesting their celebrity SP. I also have been sent an email on actually, I have a couple of celebrity SP success stories that I just haven't made into a video. And I know just off the top of my head that a few of those, I remember very clearly that was one of the things that they, put into their manifestation game, was not seeing the celebrity as, better than you, right? Or that we, as we'll call like a normal, you probably should think of a different word because normal just sounds kind of limiting too. But as a normal, regular person, not seeing ourselves as, not enough because the other person's a celebrity. Because honestly, the only difference between, like you or myself versus a celebrity is like their follower count. How many people know them? But other than that, what else is the difference? Because their face is on TV? Because they're in a movie or two? So what? They're still regular peep, just like us. But yes, I do think that is the limiting view that people struggle with when manifesting a celebrity. And also because I think that when people are manifesting, I feel like talky and very wordy today. People that are manifesting a celebrity SP, I think that they also get kind of tongue-tied, but not tongue-tied, mind-tied in logic. They get very twisted in logic because, think from the perspective of, say, you don't actually know celebrity SP. Like you've never had a, in your face 3D experience with them other than watching them on the screen or whatnot. We can get lost in the logic of, yeah, but they don't know me. So how am I going to be able to manifest them? Or another common question I get asked is, well, if I do inner conversations with the celebrity SP and they don't know me, how are they going to work? How is that going to, equate or whatever? My God, I can't think of normal words today. So I'm going to answer that now. I want to say this, that when it comes to inner conversations with someone that doesn't, like in the 3D, know your physical 3D body. Okay, being that I don't know how it's going to unfold, this is just an example, okay? So let's say that I'm manifesting Jason Momoa. And let's say I want to do an inner conversation with Jason Momoa. Is Jason Momoa going to have me on the brain, this physical 3D meat suit of me? Logically thinking, probably not. But while I'm doing inner conversations with him, this is all possible. How it could possibly work is, and I'm referring to the unfolding, is he'll be inspired through inspired action, through consciousness, right? Because we're all connected through consciousness. that he could be inspired to, you know, I don't know, watch something on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, anywhere I am. And I could, you know, one of my videos could be, you know, recommended. And now he has a face and now he has a name. And maybe there will be something about me that just intrigues him, that he continues to watch content and eventually we connect, right? Now that is just an example. So let's say you're someone that doesn't make content, right? They could also, though, you know, let's say you get inspired to leave a comment under one of their videos or posts. Something could inspire them to hone in on your comment, and it could go on from there. Do you see what I mean? So logically speaking, they might not have a visual in their mind of your physical meat suit and maybe don't have an exact name either, but they will be inspired to where a connection happens. So try not to get lost in logic. And even, listen, these examples that I just gave you, I gave you them based off of what? Logical thinking examples. But it could unfold in so many ways. It could be something as simple as you've been doing inner conversations with a celebrity and they just happen to be in town where you live and you both see each other at a gas station and have a connection. Something will lead the connection between the two. So yes, don't get lost in the logic and dump the idea of, oh my God, how would this unfold? They don't know me. None of that matters. That's the beauty of us all being connected in consciousness. Okay? I hope that helped. And I hope that was what you were asking me. As I don't have my glasses on, I am checking to see if you've said anything else, just so I can make sure. Yes, regular Joe. How do I go about it? Okay, so I think I did answer your question. You can use any technique that you enjoy using. It doesn't matter which one it is. And just think of that celebrity as just a normal person. Don't get lost in the logic that they don't know you. You know, do it as if you were manifesting your neighbor, but instead we're throwing in the celebrity. Okay? Oh, YouTube isn't helpful. Hold on. 2 days before Halloween. We're having issues here tonight. Give me a moment. Lighting ain't great. Oh, that could be the problem. One moment. I know you guys don't care. We're having tech issues here. I'm having tech issues. What am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. My boyfriend. There we go. I just feel so discombobulated up here. Okay. Salty. Thank you very much. Kim. SP and I are talking again. Hasn't brought up what he said, but seeing new changes in him. But haven't cared too much about the LOA. Getting back into it again after taking time away. Could you give me a judge? Love you. I love you too. And I want you to also know, Salty, just so I don't forget, because I think I'll forget again if I don't say it to you right now. I have received your emails and we will be in touch. So as far as I love that you took a little break from the LOA. Now, I know that's probably not something everyone would expect me to say, but when we're feeling stressed or we're feeling like, I just don't even feel like doing it today, maybe we're not enjoying our 3D today. And the idea of a manifestation technique just makes you feel like, I don't even want to do it. Or, I'm feeling triggered today because SP's pissing me off or anything like that. Yes, take the break. Please take the break. That's a good thing, right? Even I take breaks, right? Last September felt like a whole month of a break, but it really wasn't a whole month of a break. I'm just saying it. I took some days to, allow myself to react, to cry, to let it out of my system. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't push you backwards. That doesn't hold up your manifestation. We are human beings. These are normal moments, okay? Now, as far as your specific circumstances, number one, I'm glad that you haven't cared too much about it. Now, So I remember the experience. Not everybody else here does, but I just kind of want to touch on it for a minute. So when our SPs, the SPs we're manifesting, are in our 3D and they say something to us that really hurts our feelings enough to push us to the point of we know we are worthy and deserving of an apology. There's nothing wrong with knowing we deserve that apology. Nothing wrong with that. And before anybody asks, can you manifest an apology? Well, yes, you can. But if I get asked specifically, should I manifest an apology? I will be honest, my answer is no. But this is advice. This is not the only way, you run your reality. This is my opinion. I say no. And the reason why I say no is, listen, number one, I also have the mind that if something's happening in the 3D and someone has pushed a boundary, there is nothing wrong with you verbalizing a boundary of what you're not going to tolerate anymore. Absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Again, knowing you are worthy and deserving of an apology is good, right? To me, that's you deciding to be new self. That's you choosing new self. The self that doesn't take shit, doesn't put up with other people's shit, okay? However, if we sit in the thinking that this motherfucker owes me an apology, he owes me an apology, this is what he did, he owes me an apology, or she, I don't like what they did, I don't like how they did this to me. Again, knowing that we can set a boundary and knowing that as new self, we wouldn't tolerate this type of garbage is one thing. But when we sit in what happened over and over and over and over again, what are we doing? We're being that self. We're being the self that isn't necessarily thinking I have personal boundaries, I don't accept or tolerate behavior that crosses those boundaries, and I won't be tolerating that at all. Boom, and going on about your life. That versus sitting in, you owe me an apology, you owe me an apology, you owe me an apology. Don't try to act like things are normal when you owe me an apology. That, because I want you to hear the difference in the intention. When you're sitting in that mindset, or like, I'm not talking to you till I get an apology. Even though we're worthy and deserving of that apology, sitting in that is keeping us as a less than favorable self. And it more than likely will manifest another one of those circumstances. So I want you to see, it's the intention. It's where our mind is. Now, again, I want you to know, specifically Salty, I want you to know, don't think that my mind so instantly always went to the place of, I'm setting boundaries. I said what I said, if I said anything in the 3D, and I'm choosing new self. I'm going to, I'm not going to focus on, I deserve an apology, blah, blah. No, that wasn't always easy for me either. Okay. So again, this is where we don't need to be perfect. I hope this is not a confusing message, but what I mean is, I struggled in the beginning of my journey. I struggled with the idea of, well, wait a minute. Okay. So I get it. I'm manifesting, how people are showing up, right? They're reflecting me. They're reflecting my beliefs. I get that, but this feels like I'm letting people off the hook. This feels like everyone around me is getting a free pass except for me. It feels like unfair. It's like they're getting away with treating me like dog shit. That did not feel good to me. But that was because of the state I was in. I couldn't perceive the bigger picture. I couldn't perceive the message of, it's not us giving them a free pass to be an asshole. It's not. It's allowing us to move out of that victim state and into the state of having our desire. And yes, sometimes stepping into the mindset of boundary setting is us choosing new self. It's just where we go from there. Do you see what I'm saying? So Salty, the fact that it really you haven't cared too much about that, or you really haven't been focusing on any of that, is huge. It's good. It's evidence of your shift, your rise in consciousness, which is what we want. So good. Another thing is, oh my God, my eye is so dry that my own eyelid is sticking to my eyeball. I might get up and get drops, just saying. They're behind me on a shelf. As far as how he's showing up again, he's always going to be busy reflecting. He's always going to be. That's why whenever we're experiencing crap in the 3D that we don't like, or if SPs are showing up in a way we do not like, our human logical side might have a reaction. But once that reaction is over, that's when we want to remember who we are and return to our decision to be new self so we can continue experiencing them showing up right. Do you see what I'm saying? The answer to, this is just being serious, every single manifestation question really could be answered with turn in, return to new self. Return to self, return to the decision to be new self. That will fix anything in the 3D. Even when our logical minds can't get around that, return to your decision to be new self. So I'm not surprised that he's showing up like totally not even, talking about what happened or, anything about the subject. I'm not surprised because he's reflecting you. And if you're choosing new self, right? Again, not from the place of perfection, returning to your decision, he's going to keep changing, right? It's going to get better. And don't be surprised if at some point you do actually get that apology without you having to force it. Not that you were forcing him in the 3D. I know you weren't. I'm just saying, this is why when people ask me about manifesting an apology, again, it's always an option. Of course you can do it if you want. However, I wouldn't. So if you're asking my opinion on what to do, I know I wouldn't. I would return to my decision to be new self. And more than likely, that apology will show up anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm proud of you, Salty. I'm proud of you. And listen, this is for anybody. When we're manifesting, and honestly, this could be for everybody, no matter what you're manifesting. How you're interpreting the 3D, okay, is telling you what beliefs are at play at that moment. So when, again, it's okay that we have our moments where we emotionally react. We are humans. It's going to happen. But the way we interpret what happens, so when we see SP is not choosing me. He's not showing up, wanting to spend time with me. It's not making me a priority. And I'm so sick of this shit. We get so angry and we get upset. We're not bad manifestors because we get upset. But if we can't get back to the place where we're understanding why we are responding that way, meaning, we'll use me as an example. If SP is not making me feel like he wants to be around me or spend time with me, logically and literally, yeah, I wouldn't like it. Of course I wouldn't like it. Of course it would hurt my feelings. And depending who I'm being in that moment, I might react. But I still need to know why I'm reacting. Why is it bothering me? Because in the state I'm currently in for that circumstance, if it's really hurting me and really, really upsetting me, who am I being? I'm not being the version of myself that knows she's always a damn priority. I'm being a version of self that's thinking she's not a priority to her SP. And even if everyone else is showing up around me, treating me like a priority, if I'm still reacting and looking at SP like, you're doing this to me, you're consciously choosing to not, make me feel like I'm important to you. That's me interpreting it that way. So that means that's who I'm being. Okay? So even if we have our emotional reaction, so what? It's done. It's over with. We had our moment. But we want to know why we're even feeling that way, thinking that way, because we're still seeing SP as separate. We're seeing them as not connected in consciousness. And that's why we're letting it get to us. We're seeing them as having free will. And even though the emotional reaction happened, big deal, it's over, right? Who cares? We did it, done. But We always want to authentically know who we are. And anytime we see the 3D as happening to us, as opposed to manifesting from us or projecting from us, we need to authentically own that in that moment, right? Does all that make sense? I'm hoping it does. I'm proud of you. Okay? One moment. I almost lost you. Oh, good. Okay, there's got to be a better way to set this up. Is it backwards? Wait, what do you mean, my sweatshirt? Does it appear backwards on screen? Is that what you mean? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. You know, I always wonder how to pronounce your first name. Well, it might not be your actual name, but I always want to say Dracarys. Is that close to how we pronounce this? Otherwise, it's D-Snow. It's D-Snow. When I read your comments, it's D-Snow. Dracarys. Thank you, Mon H. Ka. Oh, you're doing it for me. Dracarys. Is it Rees or Riz or Rise? You got to give me the phonetics for that too. Everything's got to be spelled out to me, okay? And yes, Salty, I saw what you wrote there. That I see that the 3D can also answer you. It's you, but it's also more. I feel there's a blend of so much. I totally agree. Okay? Dracarys. D-Snow. I'll forget. That's why. D-Snow. I didn't watch Game of Thrones when they killed off Jason Momoa's character. That was the end. That was the last episode I watched. Okay? Just saying. Let's see. But yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Salty. The 3D is that. It is that. You're right. The 3D is always really letting you know who you've been. It's feedback. It's not permanent, right? It's not unchanging. It's feedback. Nothing more. Hence, why detachment is such a wonderful thing to entertain. Because then we don't get as triggered. We don't get upset for as long when we are in some semblance of detachment from it. And by detachment, for anybody new, in case you've heard wrong, detachment doesn't mean you can't think of your manifestation. Detachment only means you're not letting the 3D or 3D circumstances to tell you who you are, right? We don't have to fear what we're experiencing because it's not permanent. And really, everything we're experiencing is the unfolding to exactly what we want. But it doesn't always feel that way, and I know that. And it doesn't always look that way, which can be sometimes not fun. I know. But if we remember that and we are practicing the art of detachment, it's a less bumpy of a ride. You see what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Amber, thank you very much. I don't know if you remember me, but I had the manager SP who transferred, revised it. I went to visit him at the new store, and employees there said no one with his name ever transferred there nor works there. So I'm so lost. So then where is her? So I'm taking that as the revision worked. So where is this person now? I need more details. I'm nosy, Amber. Do we have a location? Where did you revise him to? Where did you send him? We don't know where he is. Well, you removed him from that store. So how about you decide where he is so we can bring his ass back? You're a powerful manifester, my gosh. Decide right now that we're going to put him where we want him so we can get him back there. Okay? I don't know why, but the first picture I got was like the wardrobe from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Narnia. He went through and where'd he go? Yes, Lexi B. Girl, you better create a story for where he is. I like that. I'm reading Dracarys, D. Snow. Revision works. I love telling the story about not knowing certain people. Don't see them anymore. One person doesn't recognize me at all. I love that. I love revision. I love revision. He's in jail. LOL. Inside joke. Nice. Best answer ever, Amber. LOL. We don't know where he is. He's always with me because we're not separate. Good answer. Very good answer. I would give you an A+ for that. A+. Very good. Let's see. The he's in jail thing, though, that is hilarious. Okay. Amber, that is hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm going to be thinking about that after the live stream. We've sent him off somewhere and we don't know where we put him. And that is the first time I've experienced that one. So thank you for that. Very good as far as he's always with you. I saw your little comment about the text messages. Okay. So you are in the awareness that you have that story. So now we're going to change that. We're going to decide to be the version of self that knows there's constant communication between the two of you. And whatever your end goal is it marriage? Is it just a, relationship? Is it living together? Remind yourself that's who you are and that this is the unfolding to it, period. But let's bring them back to where we had them. Do we want them back at the same job? Then let's start seeing, I love being the version of self that works with my specific person, blah, 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 blah. That's who you're going to identify as. We're going to drop the story that he doesn't answer texts, okay? Heaven! Long time no see. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you, Heaven. Thank you very much. I broke up with my SP yesterday by choice. I'm just leveling up. And honestly, I never thought I'd break up with him, but I'm happy. Didn't expect to do it. Oh, Heaven, how I love you for this. And I love you for sharing it. And good on you. Okay. That, my friend, is what I consider to be a prime example of, not living in fear, not living from a place of, I'm manifesting and I know that, I said I was manifesting this person. I manifested them in, but I'm not in love. I'm not really that into them, but I feel like I got to keep this SP because I said I was manifesting them. Good for you. That's an excellent example that, to be honest, I know you've heard me say it before. It's okay to decide you're just not that into SP anymore. And you don't feel like manifesting more shit with them. People can fall out of love by choice. It's okay. Right? When you are in the awareness of who the hell you are, which is a god of your reality, if you don't feel like manifesting more things with one person and you want to open the door to someone else by choice because it feels good, do it. Do it. Well done. All right, hold on, because we have just had a terrible thing happen here. I lost everything, so I got to go backwards and hope that they're all here, please. Oh, they are. Yay. Okay. And I definitely consider that a leveling up, especially because you're not all busted up about it and, overthinking logic. You know what I'm saying? Well done. Helen, I did the same. Beautiful bestie. I did the same with my original SP. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that that's like that limited mindset that this community sometimes have. And I want to give like the initial credit to it. It was Shelley Bullard. She was the first person that I heard like openly share. Yeah, I didn't feel like manifesting that person anymore. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I chose differently, and she chose differently, and she ended up marrying the I chose differently very, very quickly. So it didn't take her long. So heaven, if you're still desiring to be in a relationship, it's not going to take you long. Choose to be the version of self that's in the most amazing, loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. Watch how quickly it unfolds for you. You've leveled up. I love that. And that's the best mindset to have because you get to choose who you are. You get to choose. You're not limited by anyone or anyone else's opinions or limited beliefs. Well done. Lexi B, thank you very much. Step by step. What would you do to manifest SP by the holidays? Been at it a while. I know I'm the reason it's not here yet, but feel it can be here by the holidays. Well, I agree. It can be here by tomorrow. So the when it's here isn't the issue. It's not. So yeah, you can manifest your person by the holidays. So step by step. Who the hell are you in love and relationships? Who are you? What do you believe about yourself? If you know, right, you're authentically owning that you know it's you, that's why the person's not here yet. Who are you in love? Who are you in relationships? What do you believe is possible for you in love, in relationships? And then, what are you believing about your specific person? Why haven't they manifested yet? Why haven't you manifested them in yet? I'm not saying that to pick on you. I'm saying it authentically. What does your mind say for an answer? Why have they not manifested? What do you believe is possible for you to experience with that specific person? You want to ask yourself those questions authentically. And when I say authentically, all I'm saying is, I know for me, there was a time where I was afraid to own what I knew authentically was really in my mind about love, about relationships, and about my specific person. Because I was afraid that if I let that thought sit in my mind too long, that it was going to take it away from me. So what do you believe about your person? It's so important. Okay? And do you think that it must unfold, the manifestation itself? Do you think that it has to unfold in a very specific way? Logically. What? Wait. Because of your teaching, I got my SP back and we are a happy family. Big Joe. Big Ice. Congratulations! And I appreciate you telling me that it was because of me, but it was you. It's you. You did all that work. Well done. Congratulations. And what a wonderful BBL to everyone else there out here manifesting an SP. Thank you for coming back and sharing that with us. That makes me so freaking happy. Okay. So your first step, Lexi, is to do that. Ask yourself those questions. Okay. Number 2 step from there is, who do you want to be? What do you want your relationship to look like? How do you want specific person to show up and treat you? And when you know what those things are, you are going to begin to start telling yourself that you are now that self. So whether you're visualizing, I don't know what technique you like. So if you're a visualizer, you're visualizing a scene that implies that you two are together. And if it's for the holidays, depending on what holidays you celebrate, if there are holidays that, like, I don't know, have a dinner or have some kind of a party celebration, you could use a scene like that. You would visualize it, and the more you immerse yourself in your imagination, the better. So I wasn't a visualizer, okay? It was easier for me to speak words, but it felt more like an inner conversation. So I call it the affirmation inner conversation hybrid. But I would begin telling myself who I was. Who I was. I am the version of myself that's in the most loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. That's who I am now. I'm the version of myself that understands what it really means because I'm experiencing being chosen, being wanted, being desired, being unconditionally loved. That's who I am now. I've never been happier. I love my life. I would talk to myself like that. And meaning, first of all, it was a daily thing. I did it every day. And there were some days where I didn't feel anything in my body. And that's okay, because some of us get lost on the feelings. I didn't feel anything. And then there were days where I felt happy, but I felt happy from the place of, I felt like I was her. I felt like I was already having the experience. So I would allow my imagination to carry me away. Again, I'm not a visualizer, so I didn't necessarily have clear-cut visuals. I call it more of like when you're daydreaming, that kind of carrying me away. And I didn't force myself to see things, to feel things. I didn't force myself to do any techniques that didn't feel good to me. I just chose to be that, right? So I call it making that decision. That's who I am now. You're going to do that every day. And when your logical mind starts coming in with worries, like the what ifs, what if it doesn't manifest by the holidays? What if you don't get what you want? What if you can't ever get that person? You're not going to allow yourself to sit in that, right? If we're serious, when we're manifesting by a specific date, we'll call the holidays a date. The idea is, okay, well, now we're going to be disciplined because we got a time frame that we want something to show up by. So we're going to be disciplined. We're going to commit ourselves to this, and we're not going to allow ourselves to sit in the what ifs. I don't mean thought flipping or being afraid of the thoughts. I just mean we're not going to allow ourselves to get carried away with the shitty thought. That's selecting it, marinating in it, and heading to that reality. We don't want to do that. So when a thought comes up, if you need in that moment to verbalize something because it makes you feel better, fine. That's old thinking. That belongs to old self. Or that's one of the infinite possibilities. You know, that's a reality somewhere, but that's not the reality I'm choosing. If it makes you feel better to say something. But honestly, you're just letting it float by. Or what ifing yourself, but in the other direction. What if I do get it by the holidays? What if I am really in that new reality? What if I am right now that new self? What if I am that self right now? What if I know that he's thinking about me right now as I'm thinking about him? What if I actually believe and trust that we are just consciousness and we are connected through consciousness so I can comfortably know he really is thinking about me? What if right now there are things being played out in the 3D that is linking us back together? What if I could trust that? What if I was the version of myself that found it easy to maintain the wish fulfilled? I'm not saying you got to say all those things. I'm saying, do you see? It's just what ifing yourself, but in a better direction. That's it. That's really a step-by-step of manifestation. It doesn't have to be an overwhelming thing. It doesn't. It's actually the conviction in your decision that you're accepting nothing less than exactly what you want. And no matter what you're experiencing in the 3D, no matter what thoughts are coming in, you are standing in conviction in that decision that you are your new self and you are in the reality where that full manifestation is yours. It's unfolding to it right now. It's a mind's choice. It's a decision. It's a state. But you thinking that one sentence, I am new self, I am new self, honestly is enough to bring you there. If you're someone that likes to robotically affirm, then robotically affirm that you are new self and consciously know that whenever you say new self, that implies you are with your person. It's done. It's fully manifested. See what I'm saying? That's all you really need to do. It's just a conscious decision. Lilith, I love you. We love you, Kimberly. Thank you so much. All right, Lexi. So then why don't you come back at the holidays and let us know that it worked? Okay? But listen, I just recorded a video and I talk about commitment. Like, be committed to this, girl. Be committed to it. It'll work. Commitment is not necessarily a word that gets thrown around this community very much. But I know sometimes people, and I'm not saying this is you, Lexi, I'm saying this is in general. People first find manifestation, they get excited because they think, okay, here's my means to the end. Here's how I'm going to get what I want, and then I'm going to be done. And they don't commit themselves to the idea that, no, you're changing self. You're becoming a new self. You're about to change your life in an amazing way. But then we get sucked back into the 3D. And some people give up at that point, right? Sometimes the 3D might throw something up at us that looks like the total opposite of what we're manifesting. Or it feels like it, the 3D is going backwards, going in the wrong direction completely. That's when a lot of people give up. You're not going to give up, Lexi, and anybody else. We don't give up during that moment. See it for what it is. Nothing but the unfolding to your manifestation. That's all it is. Don't be fooled by the 3D. Commit yourself to choosing to be your new self. Commit yourself to it. Find the technique that you love doing and commit yourself to it. I don't mean to where it feels like a part-time job or where it comes to the place of feeling, overwhelmed. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying I'm going to attempt to commit myself to not letting the 3D tell me who I am. I'm going to do my best. I don't have to be perfect. I'm just going to do my best. And I'm returning to my decision. Like it's a challenge. Let's make it a holiday challenge. Let's everybody, we'll do it with Lexi. Holiday challenge. We're going to commit ourselves to our new self. The self that has what we are manifesting. So if we're manifesting a specific person, let's get that shit. But also, we don't have to look at it as by the holidays. It's great if it happens by the holidays, but we can get it tomorrow. We're not limiting the time. We're just saying that we're going to have an amazing holiday with our manifestation, but we don't got to limit it. We don't want to limit it. Does that make any sense? That just confused me the way I worded that. But anyway, let's all do it. Today we commit. We are committed to our manifestations. We want to have the best holidays ever, depending on what you celebrate. I celebrate Christmas. Halloween, of course, first. Thanksgiving. Christmas, okay? So, every day, you're going to start your day before you even get your feet out of your beds. You are choosing new self. You are choosing to be the version of yourself that is having your manifestation. If your mind throws you a logical, shitty thought, nope, that belongs to old self. And you don't even need to say that or verbalize that unless you feel like it. You don't have to. Just let the thought float on by. But don't allow yourself to sit in the thought. Because what's going to happen? Then another shitty thought is going to come, and then another shitty thought. No, we are committed to this. We are choosing to be our new self. We are going to all look at the 3D like it is the unfolding, no matter what is in the 3D. No matter what you're experiencing, it's the unfolding. We're going to give everything the meaning that it is the unfolding to you getting what you want. You want to remind yourself, this is the right reality. As soon as you've decided to be new self, this is the right reality. No matter what is happening out in the 3D. Commit yourself to that. Okay? And if you do that, you know damn well you're going to have your manifestations. I'm telling you. Thank you, Lisa. Sharon liked the live video. Let's get Kim to 30K. I love you. That is very nice. Thank you. Yeah, you know, the more you like, the more they get out. That helps. That helps a lot. I appreciate that. All right, so we're all manifesting with Lexi. We're all committing ourselves. Limitless Queen Batch. She's back. And she's back with the dad jokes. Oh, how we have missed the dad jokes. I can't even believe I'm admitting to missing the dad jokes. But I did. What is a funny mountain called? Hill. Arius. Oh my God. It has been too long. Limitless Queen Batch. Too long. Love it. Lawless. Thank you very much. I am manifesting my SP. She keeps coming and going. I am trying to get it to... Oops, hold on. I am trying to get it where she craves to be around me consistently and wants more and fall for me. Okay. All right. Lawless. I am assuming you are joining the commitment holiday challenge. First of all, I'm assuming you're doing it. Okay. Number 2, when SP is coming in, number 1, are you then beginning to worry about her going again? Do you brace for impact? Do you get thoughts that are like, I wonder if she's going to leave again. Oh God, I hope she doesn't leave again. Is she going to pull that same bullshit she pulled last time? When am I going to get out of this cycle? When is she going to stay for good? Do we entertain those kind of thoughts? That's bracing for impact, and we want to cut that out as best as possible. I know initially it feels like, well, of course I'm going to wonder if she's going to do it again because she's already done it to me more than once. Yeah. But when we allow ourselves to sit in that thought, I'm not saying your body might feel instantly calm and cool and collected over it, but up here, we can consciously make a different decision. Okay? A reminder to everyone, your body, this meat suit, this physical meat suit, is in the 3D. So even though when you're making that conscious decision to be your new self, that state shift is instant. It might not feel like it's instant in your 3D or in your body. It might not feel like it is. So you could be deciding to be your new self, the self that's in that loving, fulfilling, committed, consistent contact relationship with your SP, Lawless. And your body might still feel the anxiety or the worry of her pulling another fast one on you. What matters is your decision. Your body will catch up to your decision. Okay? So as far as, what you're deciding when you're deciding to be new self, that also matters. If we have a story, and I'm sure there is a story right now about how she comes and goes. Why do you believe that she does that? What's the reason your mind gives you for the why she comes in and leaves again? What's What's your mind give you for an answer? Meaning, in the manifestation world, we all know why she's doing it, right? That's classic hot and cold behavior, which is always a reflection of your own hot and cold thoughts, aka your hot and cold states of consciousness. So, number one, besides the bracing for impact, and I'm sure that's been a part of the equation, what we tell ourselves for, to make ourselves feel better as to why she's going again. We want to know, let me give you an example. Let's say when you're not hearing anything from SPs and you are giving it an excuse that they're busy. Or if you're in no contact, we're in no contact because SP is taking some time healing. Who knows? Healing from, we'll say, childhood trauma. Healing. When we give ourselves like pacifying excuses as to where they are, even though we do it innocently, and I know that we all do it innocently, we're doing it so we can feel better in that moment as to why we're not hearing from them, because in that moment it is bothering us that we are not hearing from them. I get it. It's an innocent, pacifying thing. But that starts a story. That creates a story that they'll probably even verbalize that to you at some point, but that gives them the excuse to not be in. And I know that sounds really literal, and I'm usually Mrs. Anti-literal in logic, but if that's who you are choosing to believe they are, that's a part of who you believe you are. You are the version of yourself that has a specific person that is healing, or is busy at work, or works too much. That's who you are being. That's why I say that, first of all, when it comes to manifesting, really simplistically, you are always ever manifesting who you believe you are, which means the culmination of all your beliefs, good and bad beliefs. And by bad, it's you and I giving that label, good or bad. Bad just means the shit that keeps us from getting what we want, right? So what we believe specifically about our specific person matters. It's a part of who we believe we are. So, as an example, if I was to believe that my boyfriend, is late for work every day. If you only know, he is the complete opposite of that. He's Mr. Always Early. But let's say I had a belief that he was late for work every day. That would be who I'm identifying as. I am identifying as the version of self whose boyfriend is late for work every day. So what I believe about SP matters. So what do you believe about her? Do you think that she is someone that is, what's the word what is that word? What's the word when flaky? Do you think she's flaky? The way she comes in and comes out? That's gotta go. So what are you authentically believing about your person, about love and relationships? Take a look at those three things and start choosing differently. And by choosing differently, I mean, once you're aware of what you were thinking, you're now going to start identifying as the version of you who's having the most amazing, loving, fulfilling, committed, constant contact relationship. See what I mean? And when that bracing for impact bullshit starts popping up again, you start getting doubtful thoughts. Nope, that's old self. That's not who you are anymore. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to brace for. Okay? Even if that doesn't instantly calm us in the moment, we're still making the right decision up here. Okay? That's how to do it, yo. Josie0616, thank you very much. Hi, beautiful Kim. Well, hello. SP is making me crazy. LOL. He's been hot and cold a lot lately. Big extremes. Gave me a ring. Whoa. Gave me a ring yesterday, ignoring me today. Help. Okay. Josie, I don't know where you live. Okay. I'm in East Coast, right? I live in New York. So for me, it's 6:50. So the day's not over. So how is he ignoring you? Do you mean like literally like he's sitting next to you on the couch right now and he's just not talking to you and has not uttered a word all day long? Or are you in a separate location physically than your person and you have not heard from them today? Is that it? Because the day's not over, so let's not count it out and keep thinking that SP is ignoring you today. We don't want to label that. We don't want to label that. See, Josie, I believe you that you're having these experiences, but you are the one determining how SP shows up. So if you are in a current state of consciousness or a current version of self that believes that it's possible for your person to show up hot and cold, going back and forth like that, if you believe it's possible or that it's believable that your SP would show up that way, you want to know why. Why is that possible for you? What do we believe about specific person? Are we labeling him as being hot and cold, inconsistent, coming in, then leaving again, giving me jewelry, and then ignoring me all day, even though the day is far from over? Do you see what I'm saying? Granted, I don't know where you live, so maybe it is very late night for you. But you are making that choice. So what do you believe is possible for you in love, relationships, and what do you believe about your person? You want to start deciding that you are in the most loving, fulfilling, committed relationship where you are constantly in contact with your person, or you are living with your person, or you're married to your person. That's who you are now. When I say that, let's pretend that you're manifesting marriage and you are actively choosing every single day to be the version of self that is in a loving, fulfilling, committed marriage. From there, some people get lost in logic. See, that's always the thing. We get lost in logic. So that logical crap is, we don't live together yet. So how am I claiming to be the version that's married? Okay. I don't have constant contact with him. So how am I pretending I'm fucking married or telling myself I'm married? I feel like I'm lying to myself. I understand that very literal, logical, linear thinking. However, you just need to start identifying as that self. You don't have to go pretend in the 3D that you're married physically in this moment. But you can identify as the version of self that will be married, that is right now in this moment watching the unfolding of that manifestation, the marriage manifestation. You're watching it unfold now. And every single moment, every single thing you experience is a part of that unfolding. And you can start telling yourself that that's what you're experiencing. Even the dumb shit. Like, oh my God, I got caught at 2 red lights today on the way to work. Part of my unfolding. Part of me getting what I want. Somehow, somewhere, that's all a part of the orchestration. You start having that mindset that you are in the right reality, the now reality. You don't have limiting beliefs. You aren't intermingling with an SP that's hot and cold, because that's not who you are anymore. You are identifying as being the version of self that has your loving, fulfilling, committed marriage. That's who you are now. That's all you accept. You don't take anything less. So everything must be the unfolding. Do you see what I mean? But instead, most of us, we intermingle with our SPs. And when they show up hot and cold, when they're showing up cold, we tend to really believe that. We believe that they really mean to be cold, shitty, or not hearing from them at all. we tend to find it easier to believe that they really mean it when they're being cold. They really mean that. They're consciously choosing to not contact us or, you know, show up but aren't that nice today or aren't that flirty, aren't that loving. They're purposely doing that because it's more believable to believe that we can be disappointed or that we can be hurt by this person because we love them. That's easier for us to believe. And that's because of our conditioning, along with whatever experiences you have had before from that conditioning. We find it easy to believe the bad versus the good. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're breaking the habit of that. You're breaking the habit by choosing every day that you are your new self. And it doesn't matter when they show up cold. Now, granted, logically speaking, I'm not saying that it doesn't hurt your feelings. I'm sure it does. It would hurt mine too. I'm saying logically, though, we can now look at it as, well, if I'm choosing to be my new self and they're showing up cold today, I'm not going to give this a deeper meaning. I'm not going to decide that, oh my God, this person really doesn't want me. This person is a flaky piece of shit. No, they're reflecting the old version of me. That's all that is. Because I'm choosing to be the limitless version of myself. The version of me that doesn't have any limiting beliefs around love, relationships, or that person. So if I'm choosing to be this person, this must change. This must unfold to me getting what I want. So I don't have to look at a specific person and say, oh my God, you're choosing to be an asshole on purpose. No, you're not. You're reflecting my old self. So I know you're not going to stay like this. I know you're going to quickly change and start showing up hot again. I know you are. I have nothing to worry about because I'm new self. And if I'm new self, that means every single thing around me is somehow beautifully orchestrated to give me what I want. Period. Okay? Just saying. Thank you, Salty. I got this from the YouTube channel Darling Desi, Desi. She was selling them. I think that she's not selling them anymore. I think it was a special Halloween fall thing. I'm obsessed with her channel, just so you know. Okay, she does a lot of those cozy ambiance seasonal videos, and I got it from her. It was a special thing, you know what I mean? If I like a channel, I'm gonna buy some of their merch because I like to support people. Hence why I have like 30,000 different Sammy Ingram sweatshirts and t-shirts. Just saying, because I love her. Let's see. Oh my gosh, okay. I can't see your full name. All I can see is Manifest. On my end, all I see is Manifest for your name. So don't take offense that I'm not saying your full channel name. But this is your first super chat on one of my live streams, so thank you very much. I've been doing well. Just keep telling myself who new self is. Got movement. I keep telling myself it's coming any minute. Just feeling down today. Really want to experience Halloween with him. Well, honey, Halloween is 2 days away. Why are you bracing for impact? Why are you feeling sad about Halloween today? Today is Sunday. Halloween is Tuesday. Let's just pretend that maybe you don't or have not talked to him today, your person. What are we deciding from that right now? Are we giving, again, maybe you have had contact with him today, but we're going to use the example that you haven't. What meaning are you giving not talking to him today? Or what meaning are you giving for the sad feelings? So maybe your SP hasn't been showing up exactly the way you've been wanting. What meaning are you giving it? Are you believing your 3D more than your imagination? Probably are. And you're probably thinking something logical. Okay. Whoever, I see what, yes, Kim, make merch. I second that. I am. I have some already created. I have not made them live yet. It is coming. I know I talked about merch a million years ago. Like so many things in my life, I get excited and blurt things out before they're done. And then I've always been like that. That is something I need to decide differently. But it is coming. And I want to do fun things. More than just basic bitch channel merch. I want to do holiday. Anyways, I want more. I want to do all sorts of things. It's so much fun. Okay. Back to manifesting. Oh, okay. So your full name is Manifesting Maven. I'm sorry. I could only see the word manifest. All right. Manifesting Maven. It's like see some movement and then I'm expecting the whole thing and get impatient. All right. Well, everybody gets impatient. Okay. But listen, I think it's important too, when you're getting impatient, we're getting impatient for a reason. It's not because we're in the wish fulfilled. Again, we don't got to be perfect. That's not my message. But we only get impatient for the, we'll call full manifestation when we're in a state of not having. That's why. And, you know, let me give you another little nugget that I see in coaching, that let's say you do get movement. Okay. Now we're going to start with somebody that hasn't had any movement, and we'll say like 2 months, and then they get movement. And it's, oh my God, we're off the rails happy. Oh my God, manifesting, it's working. Manifesting's working. Robotic affirming worked. Everything's working. Oh God, I just love it. Yes. And then 2 days later, if SP hasn't texted you first thing in the morning, our mind goes right into, are you fucking kidding me that they have time to text me today? Like seriously, who do they think they are? Who do they think they are? Don't they understand how long I've been at this? I want more from this. This is bullshit. Why are they being so selfish? Why? You don't have 2 seconds to say good morning? Bearing in mind, we just got the movement. We were just celebrating the movement. But then after that movement comes, we go right into the getting irritated, getting annoyed, getting impatient with SP. Now, granted, manifesting Maven, I'm not talking about you, right? I'm not saying you're getting irritated. I'm giving the example that I see all the time in coaching. Now we get frustrated with how SP's showing up. Well, we just got the movement. We just got the movement. And we're already jumping to a shitty mindset instead of, I was choosing to be new self. I started taking it serious. And boom, I got some damn movement. Maybe I should return to my decision to be new self. Instead, we go to the place of impatience, and that does what? It leads us right back down the spiral to, I don't have what I want. And just so you know, that is exactly how I was in the early days of my journey. The moment I would get movement, I shit you not, it wouldn't be 24 hours before I'd be like, all right, so why aren't you acting like 100% the best self ever? Why are you not showing up? Like, are we getting married or not? Okay, what's going on? This is not enough. I want more. I want more than this. I wouldn't even let 24 hours go by before I would go full on into impatience. Where's that full manifestation? Doesn't matter that maybe 3 days before that, I was begging God or the universe, please, I just want him to text me. I just want him to ask me out. The love of God, okay? I would be so happy and grateful if he would just show up and ask me out. That's all I'm asking for, God. This is stupid. I write this shit in my book every day and nothing's happening. Then I get the text. Oh my God, he wants to go out with me Friday night. Oh my God, it worked. My manifestation worked. He's coming in. All right, but I don't want to do this forever, okay? I don't want to have to do this every single day. When are you going to show up and marry me? Like, I don't get it. This takes too long. It's so frustrating. I don't even think this works. I would go through the whole cycle of different versions of me in less than a 24-hour period, okay? I'm just saying. I know some of you out there relate, and if I had my glasses on, I'm sure those comments would be coming in a clear that you're agreeing with me. Yes, okay. Oh my God, Kim, this is such a real life. I know it is, because that's how I was. So I ain't picking on y'all. I know it. I know the secrets. I know your secret thoughts, because I had them too, and we're all connected in consciousness, so I got a good idea. I'm just saying, the answer to everything is return to your decision to be new self. And don't listen to the snarky little baggy bitch that we go back to being when we get a taste of movement. Oh my God, I can remember so many times. Oh God, I would get like the text that I'd been waiting on, and I was instantly ecstatic because the text came in, and I'd be like, texting my best friend, oh my God, you won't believe it, just texted me. He's so in love with me. Yes. Oh my God, we're going out Friday night. Oh my God. And then I'd be like, how am I going to do that? Like, why? Oh, I'm going to be grateful for a text. I'm grateful because he asked me out Friday night. I'm worth so much more than that. When are we getting married? Like, this is ridiculous. Who the hell am I that I'm just grateful for going out Friday night? Why aren't you asking me to go out Thursday night too? I mean, it's fucking Tuesday. What are you doing Wednesday and Thursday that you can't spend time with me? This is not how I want this relationship to work. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to fucking beg to be seen on Fridays. All right? I don't want to do this anymore. This is dumb. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Who does he think he is? How selfish. What, are you going to play me? You're not going to play me. You're not going to use me. What am I going to wear Friday night? What am I going to wear? I'm going to look good. I'm going to look damn good. Okay? And I'm not giving in to him either. I'm not doing anything. Okay? I'm not even going to kiss him. I'm not doing anything. That was so me. And y'all know you can relate to this shit, okay? Do you notice the theme, though? Was this bitch ever trying to change? No. I was totally focused on changing SB, and that's it. Okay? Because from my perspective, I was perfect. There was nothing to change, okay? I know who I am. I know what I'm worthy of, okay? I know it. Friday night would happen. It would be fucking amazing. And Saturday morning would be like, oh my God. Is he going to text me for lunch? Because, of course, I was coming home in the morning. Am I going to get a text for lunch? What am I going to do if he doesn't ask me out again? What if he doesn't ask me out for next week? Why can't he ask me to come over tonight? I don't understand what's going on. And then lunch would go by. Oh, my God, he hasn't texted me for, oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't do this. I can't do this another week. I cannot live like this. Why can't I just be loved? Why can't I not just have love? Why does he do this to me? What's wrong with me? I'm so good to him. This is not a relationship. This isn't a relationship. You can't just see me once a week. I'm not just gonna sit here. But I don't want to do anything. I don't want to fucking leave the house. I'm not going over to my friend's house. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to stay here and script. Because it's the only thing that makes me happy. Then my phone would go off. And at that point, I had not set the ringer, a special ringer for him. At that point, I hadn't done it yet. My phone went off and I was like, no, I don't have time to talk right now. Doesn't she know I'm going through something? I don't want to talk to you right now, Mom. I will text her later. I don't have to feel bad about this. I don't want to talk to anybody else. All right, that's it. That's when I would set the ringer, special ringer. And then if the phone went off and it wasn't the special ringer, I wouldn't even look at it. I didn't give a fuck who it was. That's who I was for a really long time on this journey. I'm embarrassed to own it. But that's who I was. So I get it, but I was never changing me. It took me forever to wake the fuck up and realize, oh my God, I hold all the power. It's been me the whole time, right? And I had meltdowns. Like that was just a small taste of a normal day for me, just so you know. The date would come and then I would stress my ass out until then. When was I going to be asked out again? And then I went through the period of, okay, I'm going to ask him every week. I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask on the night we're together so I can do it face to face so I can see his facial reactions. So I can have a pre-plan so I didn't have to sweat the whole week, right? That was me pushing and prodding and manipulating my 3D. Just saying. Now, as far as, I was going to say, Smiley, I have a special ringer for my SP. Just so you know, I still have a special ringer for SP. That has not changed. Okay, I do. I have a special ringer for my kid. I have a special ringer for my dad. So, I don't think there's anything wrong with the special ringer thing. You know what I'm saying? I even have like the emergency contact list. If I'm on Do Not Disturb, there's only a few people that can get through that Do Not Disturb. Right? Just saying. This was my old self. Oh, LJ, it was me. It was probably a lot of us. And if it's currently any of you right now, if that's who you are right now, you're probably not changing self. You're probably not. Now, what I just told you does not mean me saying you're probably not new self. I'm saying it's normal to still have the ups and downs. We are still human. So don't be judging yourself if you're thinking, oh my God, that was me last night. Listen, even I still have my moments of emotionally reacting. Shit, I just emotionally reacted in our group on Friday. I reacted to the 3D right before we got off that live stream, the Zoom call. So I still react, have my emotions, right? I'm still human. However, if there's emotions, sometimes there's not emotions, but once they are over, the idea is to, okay, let's return to the decision to be new self. Let's do that. You know what I mean? Let's get back to it so we can go back to getting the things we want, right? Instead of manifesting shit. Just saying. Anyway, how many of you can relate to old self? I hear you. Poop. I could have sworn I heard people coming upstairs. I could be wrong. Maya Galston, thank you very much. Feeling upset because it's my birthday tomorrow and I miss my SP. Plus, I keep reacting to him being online and not texting my feeling or by feeling replaced and not prioritized. Well, Maya, you probably can relate to the sharing of how I used to be. I can relate to that. Yeah, and I'm sure you could relate to what I just shared. So, number 1, happy early birthday. Number 2, so you keep reacting to him being online and not texting you. And you are giving it the meaning that you feel replaced and not prioritized. Okay, so I used to do the same thing, just so you know. So don't beat yourself up. But we got to change that, Maya. We have to make a new decision because they are only ever reflecting who we are being. That's it. So you feel replaced and not prioritized because you see his, I'm going to say the green dot that he's online. In that moment, you need to ask yourself, who am I actually being right now? Am I being the old version of Maya who believes that things are happening to you? Or am I choosing to be new self, the version of self, or the state of the version of me that knows I'm a priority because I'm worthy and deserving of being a priority? Which one are we being? And if it's not option number, what was this, number 2? Let's return to that. I am the version of self who's in the most loving, fulfilling, committed relationship where I know what it feels like to be prioritized, to be wanted, to be desired, to be loved. That's who I am now. That's all I know. So I don't have to give this a meaning. I don't have to decide anything. I know it's the manifestation of old self. That's not who I'm choosing to be. We might still feel anxiety in the body. Your body will catch up with your decision. But return. Return to your decision. And you want to ask yourself also, what are you believing about him? So if you believe that he's the type of person that does blow you off and puts everything else in front of you, we want to decide that that's not who he is, because that's not who you are anymore, and return to your decision. That kind of shit will stop as you keep returning to the decision to be new self. Okay? Oh man, what did I just do? Hold on. I did it again. Good Lord, woman. Hold on. This is like the third time that I've closed out the window to the live stream. I do not know why I keep doing that. Hold on. There we go. Okay, let's see. Maya, one thing I do want to say to you, though, is listen, this goes for everybody else who's manifesting an SP and experiencing not being treated like a priority. Your person really isn't sitting home or sitting anywhere else consciously choosing to not prioritize you. They're not sitting there thinking, I'm going to ignore the bitch. I'm not going to reach out to her. I'm not going to do it. I don't want her to think she's that important to me. I'm not going to do it. No, I'll talk to her tomorrow. He's not consciously sitting there thinking that. We have all been conditioned through beliefs and experiences to believe that people really are thinking and intermingling with us like that. But the truth is, they're not. They are reflecting, thinking what you believe they're thinking. And they're reflecting your beliefs. So if you think that he's consciously choosing to ignore you, and if you think he's consciously thinking, I'll talk to that bitch tomorrow, I ain't got time today, then yes, that's what he's thinking. But if you weren't actually thinking that, then that wouldn't be the reason why. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So out here, what we believe about our person, what we think they're thinking, we're choosing that. We're deciding that. We're giving it. We're giving how they show up, the meaning, all of it. It's from us. It's always a reflection of us. Okay? Well, here's another one I can only... Oh, wait. Did that work? Wait, hold on. All I see is Landy Brad with ... So Landy Brad, thank you very much. And this is your first super chat on my live stream. Love it. Thank you very much. I'm dying to know, have you ever coached anyone trying to manifest an increase in disability rating through the VA? I'm so over it. No, I don't think I've had anybody. No, I can't. But that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean you can't do it. Just because no one's ever paid for coaching to do it with me. Okay? We can still do this. We can do it right now. All right. So you want to manifest an increase in disability rating through the VA. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend I know what that means. I'm assuming, does this come, like, is this a financial thing? So they increase your finances? You're so over it. So you're having a rough time. Okay. So listen, Landy, if you ask me that question thinking that no one else has ever manifested this, so you're not going to be able to do it, I hope that's not why you asked me that question, because that doesn't matter. It's for your husband. Okay. So, Landy, what are you believing about the VA? Are they difficult to work with? I don't mean literally or logically what you've experienced or what you've heard from other people. I mean, what do you believe? And do you believe it's possible to manifest anything you want? Because the VA doesn't have special powers or a special force field that stops us from manifesting changes at the VA. So whatever it is specifically, I'm making the assumption that it means like an increase in money, okay? Whatever result you want to see for your husband through the VA, you start deciding now that it is that way. So let's pretend you want to see him getting more money from the VA. If you're a visualizer, you're going to visualize yourself like getting the letter or getting the check, giving you the answer to what you're manifesting. So this higher disability rating. If you're not a visualizer and you're a affirmer, then start affirming. My go-to is past tense affirmations, but that does not mean you can only use past tense. It does not matter what tense you use. But or present tense. I would be affirming something, I can never come up with affirmations on the fly. I'm so happy hubby finally got the higher disability rating. I can't believe how quickly that manifested. I can't believe how easy that was. I am the version of myself that is experiencing hubby having a higher disability rating. I'm so happy that hubby got whatever he wanted through the VA. It happened like magic, because it is like magic. I'm so happy that I got what I wanted for my husband through the VA. Everything worked out easily for us. Now, and let's say you start telling yourself, right? Obviously use words in your affirmations that feel good to you, okay? But after you start affirming, let's say something happens in the 3D that still appears like you're not getting what you want from the VA. I'm telling you, that's where most people allow their logical mind to take over and they start giving up on it. You want to give everything the meaning that it's working, despite what it looks like in the 3D. Thank you, Lisa. My husband always gets what he wants and needs through the VA. That's a good one. Don't take your 3D as final, Landy. It's never final. I don't care if you received a letter yesterday saying that they gave you their final answer and that's it. He's stuck with this disability rating. We don't care. They don't have power and authority in your 3D. You do. I think I get hung up on the fact that it's with the government, even though I know it doesn't matter. I think everyone does. Hello, IRS taxes. I think everyone does, okay? Especially if anything with the government, makes you feel fear or doubt that they would change their mind, right? I know, I get it. When that kind of a thought comes in, that fearful thought, if it makes you feel better to remind yourself, no, that's old Landy thinking. That's thinking from old self, okay? If you believe in God or universe, I'm going to use God because that's what I believe in and it's just easier out of habit. Do you honestly think the government is more powerful than God or the universe? Keeping it real, do you think they are? They think they are, but they're not. They are not stronger, bigger, wider than God or the universe or high power, source energy, moonbeams. They are not. Okay? Nothing is bigger, better, stronger than what created everything here. Okay? So they're not above God, despite how they act like they are. Okay? So when that fear comes up, nope, that belongs to old Landy. That's old Landy thinking. I'm the version of Landy that her husband gets whatever he wants through the VA. That's who I am now. And we got exactly what we wanted. He got the disability rating he wanted. We're getting so much cash, because I feel like it's a connection to cash, but I could be wrong. You know, nothing is above the power of your imagination. Nothing. So that's old Landy thinking. That belongs to old self. That's not your reality. You're in the reality where you always get what you want, including what you want for hubby. It always works out for you because of who you are. And these are moments when fearful thoughts come up. These are the moments to remind yourself of who you are, which is pure, unadulterated consciousness. And guess what? In consciousness, the government is nothing but a thought, right? In consciousness, there's no bigger power than consciousness, God, universe. No bigger. Government is just a thought. It's just a thought. Your physical meat suit that you come into awareness of every morning when you open your eyes, in consciousness, is just a thought. Every single thing that you can see with your eyes or touch with your 5 senses is really nothing but a former thought, including the government. They are a thought. It's a thought. But it's not bigger, better, stronger than pure, unadulterated consciousness. Remind yourself of that. We are manifesting our 3D experience every single day. Every day. So now you're choosing the version of yourself that has exactly what they want through the VA or from the government. Nothing or no one is immune from your manifestation powers. I like thinking of it as powers. So they don't have a shield, okay? They act like a big, scary, terrible force, but they're not. All right? Thank you, Kim. Good tears. Good. It's cash and benefits he can't get now, just by the way. Oh, he can't get now in old Landy's reality. So you might be seeing with your 5 senses in this current 3D reality. You might have had the experience where it appeared like he couldn't get these things. But now you are new version of Landy. You are new version of Landy, whose husband and yourself gets whatever the hell you want from that government. Proper benefits and more damn money. Okay? That's who you are now. And you identify as that self every damn day. Detach from your 3D. I know it's not always easy to detach. Just remember, detachment just means we're not going to let them and their stupid horseshit to tell you who you are. You're telling it. And this problem will fall away. So whenever the thought comes up about what's currently happening, remember, this is just like getting a third party. Whenever we want anything out of our awareness, right? We want their limited bullshit out of our awareness. We want in our awareness the thought of hubby, I was going to say SP, hubby getting all the benefit, but I cannot talk. All the benefits, all the cash from the VA. That's what's in our awareness now. So when old shit from old awareness comes in, no, old reality. This is what I am conscious of being now. This version of self. I'm telling you, it'll work. when your mind wants to focus on the how. Nope, not my job. I don't have to worry about it how. This doesn't have to come in my mind as a logical plan of how it could, how it could play out, not my business. Because it's not going to be logical. It'll be illogical and not for your concern. You're just going to end up seeing that your husband's getting whatever he wants. Return to it. Stand in conviction and it'll change. It will. And on that note, I am going to have to end on Landy because dinner is done. So, again, I say it at the end. I know I don't need to, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you bought a super chat and it didn't get answered, it will get answered through video. Also, my intention, because I love Halloween, is I will be going live again on Halloween. I am thinking in the afternoonish. I'm in New York, so EST afternoonish. I'm thinking about my schedule, my coaching calls, sometime in the afternoon. Okay? We'll do our Halloween manifestation thing that we always do. We always do something. Okay? And again, to anybody just joining, sorry, you showed up late, damn it. We are doing, thanks to Lexi, we're doing a holiday challenge together. We are committing to choosing new self so that we have our shit, so we can have fun with it by the holidays. I don't want to word it manifesting by the holidays. I don't want to word it that way. Because we can allow this to manifest tomorrow. We don't need to wait until Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. Let's look at it as, no, so we can have fun with it for the holidays. So it can show up any time before the holidays. All right? We're committing to this. And thank you, Lisa. Yes. Like and share so we can get me to 30K. Thank you. Very much appreciated. So, on that note, I shall see you all on Halloween. One of my most favorite holidays. Okay? I love you all. I'll see you all. I'm going to go eat dinner. Be good.